everybody! How are you guys doing? Don't let me forget that I have coffee. I have coffee now. We do not have Kitty Kim right off the bat today, but we'll see if she decides to change places where she is right now. Let me sip this. That's very good. Delicious. So, let's talk about this. I have been, as you know, if you've been here, I have been working on this building. The Las Vegas style drive-through wedding building. And I've bulldozed it a number of times. Oh no, there's the... My partner is vacuuming, hold on. Was that it? Okay. We'll see. Hi, Eddie Girl! How are you doing? The ad is about to start in a couple minutes here. But let me show you what I've been working on. I have not bulldozed it in a while, which is a very good sign. And it's not completely my own. You know, because we did look at a number of real-life wedding references, and we also looked at a number of references from, like, I downloaded a couple people's builds on the gallery that were very similar to this style. So it's not 100% my own, but I'm very happy with it. I used those as references, so I did build it a little bit from scratch, but like, look at this. I'm so happy about this. I'm not 100% on everything, but you know, it's a work in progress. That's why we're working on it. Wait, so wait, Eriko, did you say you have pre-rolls? Is that true? Please let me know if you get another ad when it's about to start. Because that's not supposed to happen. Because if you got one off the bat, but then you don't get one again, I think that should be fine. Because then, because I have mine scheduled to go off, you know, I think it's like a minute after I start or so. But if it gives you more, then that's incorrect. I kind of want to see, like, because the ads are starting now. So if you see more ads, that's incorrect. Let me close this. I'm just curious to see this. What the heck? Let me see. Ads. It says it has pre-rolls. Disable pre-rolls when I run ads. Why does it... Because... "30 seconds ad break equals 10 minutes pre-roll ad free." What? How do I make it so I don't do that? Because I already have it set so that it's 3 minutes. So after the stream has been up for like a minute, it starts to 3 minutes. Do I have to like do it immediately? Because the delay is the least amount. There should not be pre-rolls. This is BS. So do I have to do it manually? Because that really is BS. I should be able to do it automatically. Well, that's good that I learned that. So next time when I stream, I'll have to do that, because I guess what it is basically telling me is that, so I run an ad. I know this is probably boring for some of you who don't do this, but I run an ad, a 3-minute ad, 1 minute into streaming because it has to delay. So I run the ad immediately when it opens up. But during that minute, apparently it is allowed to do whatever it wants. But that's very confusing, because it says I have the check mark for disable pre-roll ads when I run ads, but apparently because it's auto, they're like, oh, you didn't automatically do the ads right when you came onto stream, so we're gonna give pre-rolls. I think that is very misleading and stupid, and Twitch, you're stupid. So anyway, we'll fix that later, because from now on you should not have any pre-rolls. If anybody new is coming into the stream, they should not have pre-rolls. So in the future, if that happens to you before, like after we have started the stream for a while, and you come in and there's pre-rolls, please let me know, because on my end I don't know what that looks like. So thank you for letting me know, Eriko. That's very helpful. So anyway, we have this wedding venue, and I feel like the inside is not done. Like, there's something about the furniture items that I use that I don't like. So we're gonna see if we can change those maybe, but it's been a little bit of a struggle for me. So we're gonna do that later. I think this is really nice, because I wanted to include a bathroom with a shower, and we do not have a shower on this lot. Because theoretically, I would like for, like, oh, you know, in real life, if you go to a wedding venue, it would be nice for you to be able to get ready and shower and everything. That's why I have a lot of showers on the wedding venues that I have. So we don't have a shower on this one, unfortunately, but we do have a very small bathroom. And I also wanted to include a kitchen, and I wasn't really sure how that would work, because this is literally like, you go there, you sign up, you get married kind of deal. And I don't know if that's how it works in real life, but that's the vibe that I'm going for in this build. So we have an office over here that's kind of not very functional, except for the fact that I also try to put computers on my wedding lots, because if you do not want to make a cake from scratch, you can just order one and then have it there. Hi, Senokami Gaiko! How are you doing? Let me ask you, did you get any pre-roll ads? You should have been able to come into the stream and just seen the stream. So please let me know if you got any ads before you came in here. Because we've discovered that the way I have the ads set up is not correct. Okay, so that is correct. I'm going to see if it's possible for me to get the pre-rolls completely disabled. So we might be able to do that. I think I know what I have to do to be able to do that. So I believe that I started a little bit of this on stream, but I did a lot of it after I got off stream, because I was like, you know what, I want to give myself one more chance. So this is one more chance. And so just as a little like walkthrough, it's not done by any means. That's why we're working on it. But we're gonna have this, these are sized down so that I can see all of the landscaping that's happening. Just so you know. I do that in my builds, and I feel like nobody else does that, but we're gonna be having this kind of landscaping. So this flower and these two flowers, blend in with the environment, but then we're gonna have some of this island living stuff because I used to live in the desert, and a lot of people's landscaping had something like this, because, you know, we kind of had a weirdly introduced, like, stuff like palm trees. Palm trees are not native to the desert. And then stuff like this. So we would have stuff like this in our yard. I think it looks like it could blend in, especially if we use some of the other flowers and things. I don't know if I'm gonna include any succulents on this lot. We might have maybe a couple. We'll see. But right when you see the lot, this is what it looks like. I don't know how I'm going to fix this, or if I'm even going to do this. I might have to use a different, like an actual fence to accomplish the goal that I want. But you can see it here where it kind of almost looks like a house. That's the thing that I noticed a lot with these wedding chapels, is that a lot of them just look like little houses. And I think that looks really nice. And then there's two pathways. I guess there's only one pathway, but like you can go into the office over here. This is where the office is. And then this is like, this path is going to be redrawn, by the way. I only drew this path to visualize what it's going to be like, so that whenever we do the terrain paint, we can have an idea of what we want. And I think I like this for the terrain, like the idea of the terrain paint. And then after you go to the office, you can either, you know, get married in this hall or this little, is that a, what is that called? Gazebo? So you have two places you can get married in the actual chapel. And then there's also this side is the drive-through. So I've kind of, I'm probably not going to use this gravel. I'm probably going to draw with some kind of dirt. But I tried to visualize using the already existing, like, quote-unquote terrain paint of what that drive-through would look like. And even though, like, this would be a very tight squeeze for an actual car, we're just going to play pretend, because I'm, you know, obviously this is off the lot and we can't actually do anything about that specific type. So this is kind of what we're going with. I kind of wanted to put like a little sitting area over here, but this area is so thin. Like, I drew a fence from here to here, kind of like that. And so to put like a little pay area, because the original lot that I looked at, that was the inspiration for this build, had like, oh, you can pay over here, kind of like at the drive-thru at the fast food. And then over here, you receive your product, which is the wedding. So, you know, that's how it is. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to set it up that way, because, you know, again, this is a very, how to say, I'm just doing a random fence. But like the original was kind of like this. And then you can open it up like this, or have a gate. I think this one was the one that I was going to use. And then let me move these out of the way. I think there is a matching gate for this though. Yeah, this one. You see how that looks next to everything though, so. Because we don't even know if we're gonna go with this. Because it does look a little strange, you know, next to each other. So I think if I did this, I would either just, you know, do something like that, or, you know, we kind of want to go with a little bit of a shorter slash less actually conspicuous gate. So, but I think I'm gonna delete this for now. And I almost kind of wanted to do terrain paint. That also requires us to, like, organize all of the foliage. So I feel like that's gonna be challenging for me for sure. Okay. There. And I'm scooting it as close as I can to the edge, so that we can kind of blend it in. You know? And it does look weird that there's this patch here, so I don't know if I'll do that there. I might do it more like this. But that's also fine too. We can leave a little bit of a gap. It doesn't have to be 100% close. I also have to figure out about... Wait, where did my... I had a... Why? There was a window here. I don't know how that disappeared, but... Yeah, I think that's good. So then there's this here. And I couldn't decide if I wanted, like, maybe a porch with some party stuff, but this is like a wham bam kind of wedding venue. It's not like you're going to stay and hang out and stuff. Although I guess I did have the party place lot trait, so I don't know, I might end up doing something about that, but let's see. I really want to use these Strangerville ones because, you know, it is Strangerville. But I think we might have to use this little one, which it's not like, oh no, but then I can't do... Oh no! Then I can't do the walls that I want. It's okay. Let's put that and then we'll take a look at our options. Because for this, we could do something like that. You know, we could just... That one also works. Although... This one might be better just so that, because, I don't know, something like that. It's not horrible, but I think the other way looked better. So, I'm gonna leave it like that to see if I like it, because the other way I really wanted to work out, but there was a gap big enough that it was bothering me. And I tried to make it work by putting different things there, but it was not really working out. Okay. I mean, I might even, for this one, let's see about, well, actually, no. I want that to be that way. We'll keep that one, because it can be that way. I'm putting off the landscaping because it's hard. It's difficult. I think I'm gonna mostly stick the tropical stuff to the front of the lot. Because that's where you would, you know, have it planted or whatever. And then these flowers are like these ones over here, so they kind of blend in. And I feel like normally I would not do it this way, but you know, the original one was so pretty, it was like kind of overgrown. In a good way, of course. So I kind of want to have an ode to that. But I'm having trouble making it look good. Maybe I'll extend this. I don't know if I like that. It'd be nice if I could just like... that. That kind of looks like it's lining the path a little bit. I kind of like that. It's really hard to tell, especially with the lot. Like, this line for the lot really throws me off sometimes, so I'm trying to be like, oh yeah, totally. It works like that. And then I do want to put, like, so this sign is kind of nice. This was on the original. So that's why we're kind of making a little bit of a harsh line here. I guess we don't really have to do that either. And I could always, like... I could put this over here, too. Because I do like... I do like how that looks. Looks very tropical compared to the surrounding. And then I want to see what this looks like when this is full size. Oops. It's hard to grab these things, unfortunately, when you place them. I would say that this over here looks pretty good. Maybe I'll have to put more flowers, though. I don't know. I kind of like the green. It's hard to tell. But I also feel like the flowers could very easily just go somewhere else. You know, like I could just stick them over here and stuff. And then they would blend in a little bit better. But then, like, more over here, we could get these flowers. like that a little bit. I like that. We could always stick some of the other tropical plants as well. Like there's this one. Where is it? Is it a tree? Apparently it's a tree. Tea tree! You can make it green and kind of fill in those weird spaces. You know, because I'm kind of channeling other stuff that I've seen / worked on. Because, like, let's take a road trip. Or let's take a field trip for a little bit to take a look. Because I really like the way this one was done. We're right next to Sulani too, see? If you go that way. Okay. Because this one had a lot of green. It had a lot of green and like a little bit of flowers too. So there weren't that many flowers. So I feel a little bit better about that. We're just adding like 1 or 2 more flowers. So let's do that. You watch a really good D&D show, okay. Let's go back to Strangerville. I feel like this is going to look out of place, but kind of in a good way. Okay. And this other one, we can do it kind of like that. I think that kind of looks good. Maybe we can have the littler one next to this. Like that. I kind of want them to be closer together though. That's hard. And I want to have another palm tree in the back here. But I think this one might be too... It clips pretty bad. I also don't really want it to be like shoved in the corner either. Like at least that close. That one is almost good. We could always just scoot it too. I don't know. I'm gonna put it over there just for... to see how it is, you know. And I think I'll actually... Well, that's good. Okay. And then I don't know what I'm doing over here. I think I'll save these kinds of flowers for in the back. Possibly. And then, like I said, all in the front is kind of gonna be where everything else is. Oh. That seems good. And it looks like it's on this. So they're properly lined up. Like this. And then I think over here, I'm gonna do something like this. And then we can put more of this one. I don't know if I like this like this. I think if maybe we did some more of this. Or maybe if we like that. Because these are kind of coming off of the road a little bit. Like that. That seems kind of pretty. And then we can put these ones in here too. There is a bit of a gap here. Yeah, that's a little better. I can't tell if it's good or not. I think it's getting there. Definitely getting there. And then I don't know how this is gonna work either. Because we could put it all the way on the edge. It avoids the flowers, but I almost want to maybe put it over here. Because then it acts as, especially if we're not gonna put a fence or anything, it acts as kind of a barrier. To be like, oh look. Or we could actually face it this way because this is the way the driveway is going to be, drive-through. So it could be like, oh, this is our whatever package. Because whenever I looked on those websites and to like see like, oh, what are these places like? they had like different packages and package names and stuff like that. So they would be showing something like that off. Definitely. The problem is that, I don't know, it does look a little bit strange from this view. So I kind of want to look back at that other island place. And there's also another island living the sandbar that was renovated. Maybe I could look at that as well. Because it's kind of like, it's not the same vibes as a beach wedding, but it's kind of like island in the desert vibes. So yeah, a lot of these flowers are on kind of opposite sides of each other. If there's more than one. And they're on the outer rims. I think that's probably the most important part, at least for us. So let's go back. And we'll see if we can maybe rearrange everything. To look the way that we want to. Okay. I mean, these are on the opposite sides, but maybe instead of... we should make this one a little bit bigger than the other one. Maybe something like this. It does look a little weird because it's like a circle. So maybe we could like do this to kind of make him look a little bit more full or something. This is also going to be a little bit difficult as far as terrain paint goes too, because I do want to put some stuff underneath all of this, but it's also on the edge of the lot too, so if we wanted to, we could also even make like a little pathway over here, but I don't know if that's really necessary either. I think the difficult part for me is these little trees just kind of randomly in the middle. So maybe I'll just delete those for the time being. And then instead of this one, we can maybe do that. Or something similar. Merlin, hi! I'll do a sippy for you. Save and sip. Let me make sure that my water timer is on too. It is on. Long time! Yes. How am I? I'm recovering. It's been a long time because I moved and then I adopted a cat. And then I was not feeling very well. So it has definitely been Hisashi We're making a Las Vegas style wedding hall. I'm calling it a wedding hall because like I just don't feel comfortable calling it like a chapel or anything. I have no idea about what that entails really. I do not claim to know, so that's why. But hey! That's what we're up to today. And landscaping is not my forte, let me tell you. So that's the difficult part. That's what we're struggling with today. I could always do this. Because I am gonna make this small path even smaller. And we could kind of like... I'm not a fan of overlapping. But we could do something like that. But I feel like that also looks... Oh, that's better. That's better. I think. Okay. And I almost feel like this part... They're on complete opposite sides, which kind of makes it look a little bit weird. I feel like if this was more over here, maybe. Or something. I don't know. Here, I'll put it back where it was before. I also do want to see if I can scoot this palm tree. Oh, that looks almost perfect. I don't want to scoot it that much though, so I don't mind if it clips a little bit with the roof. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll just put it there for now. I don't know how the terrain paint over here is gonna be going, but I think that might be fine. And we might even put another palm tree, like maybe over here off the lot a little bit. That would be a bit of a pain though. And I don't want to overdo it with the trees either, so... I'll see. I'll see. I think I might just keep this open so that the cars can get through. Looks pretty good. I almost want to put another flower over here, if it will fit. Kind of overlaps a lot, but... Could always do something like that. And then that way... I don't know, I don't like this clipping. But I also didn't like the gaps in there. So that might be fine. Can't tell. I can't tell if it's good or not. Well, I really like this, how it kind of lines the path this way, but this one is over here is kind of just like a huge glob. So I think that's where part of my problem is. So And over here, I think that it would look a little bit better if the palm tree was in something, but they're not always in something, so. I do think it looks pretty good so far, though. And we also have to figure out, like, what kind of terrain paint we want to do here, because I think I'm gonna avoid the gravel. I think it looks okay with the gravel, but I might do something more like this instead. It's just, the problem is that one's really light. The other one we could do is something more like this, although it doesn't exactly blend in. It's probably the best one we have for this specific, because this one is a little too light and yellow. I think all of these ones are just too, like, brown. There's always this one from Horse Ranch, but again, it's a little bit brown for our taste. So we might just have to go with, which one was it? This one? That one might be our best bet for this. And we're also probably going to line it with something darker, like, you know, this is way too dark. Like, it would probably be more like this, so that it blends in a little bit better, you know? This is not the final product, don't worry. So it'd be something like that. I think that would look good. We're just drawing, like, boundary lines and stuff. But I still really wonder what I'm gonna do with this area. I don't have to do anything with it, you know? We could also have more... How do I say this? It's like more organized foliage. Like, we could have some of these that still kind of fit in with the desert, because I've seen these lavender bushes around. But they've been very... I mean, obviously the palm trees would have to be pretty deliberately planted too, because they're not native, but this one, much more organized. Something like that. Although this is bothering me that it's not completely like this. And we don't have to fill in every area either. It's just, you know, this back area does look a little odd. It does look a little strange. And especially with this fence back here, I wonder if we should put our own fence. Like, maybe we could literally just... This might be super weird, but maybe we could just have a gate or a fence here so that we can kind of distract from what's going on back there. At least on this side, maybe. Maybe we can fence this off. I think it would make way more sense to fence this area off than any other area. Because, you know, it does look very strange though. Or we don't even have to have it like going all the way up to the, I guess, house, if you could, the building you could call it. Like, we could always do something like that where like it's kind of a partial gate. I don't know if this looks like super weird, it kind of feels super weird. How does it look when it's smaller? Because this is literally just for like, oh wow, we're getting married. I don't know. I don't even know, like, I kind of decorated this area like this, but I was like, this is just a placeholder really, so. And then if we wanted to, we could have, you know, I don't want to go crazy with the pathing, but we could always have like this be something like that, or, you know, something like that. That looks so bad. I think it looked better when it was like this. Although, something like that, you know? We could do it that way. Although, I don't know how I like that. You could always do it where, like, this is just like a little, oh, poof, you know? I think I might like it better like that. It depends. So. And the original also did have a fence here. So we could also do like a pretty fence here. Oh, that's not pretty. Or really a fence. You could always do something like that. It does make it more close off. But I mean, that's fine, right? it looks very tight in there. But just pretend that cars have really no problem going through this way. I don't know, I'm not convinced about this. It's a little bit small of an area. Like, I could totally move this over to get it to look a little less weird, maybe, but I don't know if that's quite... I almost want to put like a backdrop, like, you know, one of those, the mosquito stuff. Or high school years. Let's see. High school years. Mosquito. Content. Debug live edit. And then go to all decorations. We could do this. Oh, that's the entrance to the fair, whatever it's called. We could put... What is this? Interesting. And some cones, too. Like, something like this. I mean, obviously none of these are, like, very good. It would just look so odd in the middle of the... You know? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. Ah, no! Just because it does look a little bit strange. But that's the edge of the lot, and like I can't... Each of these sides, like I could scoot it one more over. But that might be too tight. I don't know. Oh, but also I can't scoot it over because this lines up really nicely with that. I guess it doesn't have to line up perfectly, but I was kind of liking the fact that it was lining up, so. It's totally fine. You can also just like, you know, scoot it ever so slightly over so that it just looks a little bit like it's fitting on this side better. So, okay. Yeah, I think that this is probably fine. Maybe we could have just a little bit more of these flowers over here. So that it's a little bit more deliberate. And then I kind of like the way this one is. I don't know. I really just can't decide. Because it just feels a little bit incomplete. Like, what were the other things that I noticed in the drive-thru? The original had, like, a fence here, I'm guessing for, like, privacy or whatever, and then at the end, it was like, oh, congratulations, you're married. But I don't want to use custom content, and I don't want to use... if you look online on the gallery, sometimes people upload, like, custom paintings that are just, like... I don't know how they do it. They, like... upload it somehow, and then the sim paints it, and it doesn't count as custom content. That's the kind of thing. But I don't really want to rely on that very much. So I'm almost thinking maybe I should put some benches out here. And that's the other thing, is I really want to fit this somewhere. It's just... I have to blend it in. I mean, I guess I don't have to. But it would be nice to blend in. Where's that tree? This one is like pink. Do we maybe want to change these from purple to pink? I don't know how I feel about that. I really like the fact that these blended much easier. This one goes with the build a little bit better, but this one can't be changed. And it does say, like, the name of these is Pink Flowers. But they're not pink, they're purple. Get with the program, Sims. We could always mix and match. I'm not super opposed to it, but it does look a little strange. I don't know, maybe I should go to person here and go into live mode and just see, because the lines of the property still are really throwing me off. Oh yeah, Bonehilda, you can come here. Bonehilda, come here, please. Oh, hello. I used to have a mod that turned this off because I was not ready to play Strangerville. But I took all my mods out because we were having a weird situation. Save and sip. I just sipped, so I'll save. These palm trees are so huge. Look at the sim and then look at the palm tree. Fun fact, palm trees are grass. They're not actually trees. Okay. How does this look to me? Well, I think what I could do is instead of taking this here, I could move this over here and then I could basically switch these two. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do over here. This is just like a glob of stuff. And I feel like this one blends in really well. You wouldn't really necessarily be able to tell. So I think I like that there. And I don't mind that it's kind of sparse either. This looks a little weird. Like, this doesn't look weird because it's kind of following the path. But this one does look a little tiny weird. I do think we should keep... Like, maybe I'll put some more of the... Is it called Napuka? Napuka? I'll keep the Napuka here, and I might line it over here. Because then that's like kind of a divider for the garden or whatever. And then we can keep this area like this. And I like that, so... Let's do it that way. Okay, so this thing... It's gonna be hard to... I think I need you to be small again. Go be small. Like that. This is hard. Because I want it to be like a... Like that. I'll keep that one there. And then this one. How shall we do this? Because this is just such a straight line. I just don't like it that because of that. I want it to look less like... It's following such a line. But I also don't want this to be like... I could always still just delete that one too. Although I did like where it was. So maybe I'll try again. That might be okay. Hopefully. I must think that that is better. That might actually be good. Again, not super huge fan of the fact that it looks like it's a square here happening. I don't know if there's anything we can really do about it. Because I like the wavy line. You know, let me go into live mode and see what that looks like. It does look kind of strange. Although I feel like it kind of just looks strange in general because of how much vegetation there is compared to like this person's yard and stuff, so I don't know, maybe I should just... Hi, Sadie! Cat the baby. Pretty girl. Oh! Are you gonna come sit in the content corner? No, she's just looking at the PC. She likes looking at the lights. I also think that this one should maybe be more like this. Come on. No! Maybe that's a little bit better. I'm gonna be going in and out of this mode. Baby, where'd you go? She's a baby. That's a little bit better. I'm just struggling with these plants that have these really weird straight edges. Like, what is up with that? Like, am I just looking at it way too much? Or does that look strange? It is Strangerville. I think that looks the best out of any of them. Although I'm going to need these guys to... I like that the best. I think. Why landscaping? Why? Okay. So we're learning right now that maybe less is more. So I think let's delete all of this, to be honest. And then I'm gonna start over. Now because this part is like probably easiest to put there. We're gonna put that one there. Then I think we're gonna do something like that. We're gonna get that off the lot. Then for this, I'm gonna do it like this. It's just this part is so hard because it's so... I might have to change. That might be a little bit better. That's good. And then maybe at the end, that's where we can put the flowers. So that it still kind of blends in with the area. I can't tell if I like it that much. I have to, right? Maybe if I do that like that. And then I actually do scoot this up. And maybe I might do that instead. Where like I kind of overlap it like that. And then I might actually bring this in like this. I think when I redraw the path, it should hopefully look better. Because what if we make, like, we just put a small one there? I've never put a small one of these. Hey. Oh, I think that looks better already. Okay, and this one too. I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna do that again. Gonna maybe put this over here. Although, actually, you're in my way. I think that looks good. Maybe. Oops. Okay. And then maybe we can put some of these over here. Just line the like that, and it's still kind of a glob, but we can, I don't know, how do I want to taper this out, I guess, is the question. Or we could also do it so that it's like kind of touching, but not really, so it's kind of like fading out, I guess. Where like maybe the flowers themselves are oh. Kind of like that, maybe? Does it look bad with that gap there? I could always kind of like... Maybe we can do some of these smaller flowers. Like that a little bit. almost feel like that is good. Might be okay. I don't know, I can't tell. Maybe we could end cap that with more flowers. Like that. I actually kind of like that. Maybe that's good. Let's go into... I'm going to make you your proper size again. Okay, I think I really like this over here. I guess it depends, you know, on the terrain paint. And I think I do really like this over here too. I'm not thrilled with the fact that I had to size these flowers down. And in fact, maybe I'm more satisfied with this area over here than I am this area, because this area is just so, like... I don't know, it's just so, like, planned, I guess, that it's, like, not... It doesn't look super great. This, specifically, is, like, such a straight line. I think is the problem. So maybe if I make it just like a little bit. And then maybe if I, like, I don't know, expanded this outward like this. Or maybe even if I just tilted this slightly. Like that. We're basically moving everything down. Okay, yeah, because if we deleted the terrain paint, you know, and then drew our lines again so that it doesn't lean so far into the actual, like... And then maybe if I just make this one, like... I don't know, like... Yeah, maybe if I do this instead. Where, like, I'm intentionally trying to make it look, like, kind of curved. Like that. That might be good. And then I think it's gonna look better once we have those smaller trees in there too. And I might even put more flowers over here. You know, just so that it looks like kind of almost like it's fading. Or something. And then let's take a look. Where... This one right here. This is the other tree that we want to get. I think I'll put it like kind of where all of these parts meet. And then I'll put a smaller one somewhere else. Maybe even just behind it. No. Maybe just right there. They're a little far apart, but... this part is hard. Okay, I'm gonna sit on that one. We're gonna do this one instead. Maybe I'll bring the larger one closer to the palm tree. And then I'll put a smaller one more over here. Maybe even scoot that. Just cause, like, I mean, I don't mind if they clip that much, but it's already clipping where it is, so... I might just look at my other build and see, like, oh, how close together are they? Let's do it. Sadie, Sadie, Sadie. She's licky. She loves to lick me. Let's take a trip. Just go to Manage Worlds. Oops. Okay. To Sulani. You could go either place, but let's go back to the wedding venue. Almost all of my wedding venues are generic lots because the wedding venue lots are so weird. Please tell me I'm not the only person who thinks that. I mean, these ones are fairly far apart, I suppose. They're like a whole, they're like a whole square apart. Petting Sadie. She likes to lick. I'm gonna pat her. Okay. Like, that looks like it's pretty much the same, although I can't really tell. I mean, that seems good, right? Oh, that looks good, I think. Save the game anyway. Sadie, you wanna be in the content corner? If this will work. I can't remember what angle I'm supposed to do for the kitty. Camera hub never wants to work. Okay. Okay. She's licking herself right now. So whenever she's done, we will show her on the camera. Ah, pretty. Okay. So I feel like I have this area done. I have this done. I have no idea what I'm doing over here. Honestly, I just feel like that might be fine. I mean, we could always do... No, that looks bad. I mean, just that might be fine anyway. And then we have the palm tree back there too. I'm adjusting Sadie's camera. Might be fine. Oh, Sadie. Just a little baby. You're just a little baby. I'll show her now. There she is. She's so cute. What are you making that face for? Is it too bright down there? That's a little dark, but I think you guys can still see her. No, I'll keep it a little bit brighter there. There we go. I want this to be kind of like right up against. That's fine. That might be good for over there. I mean, I can always do this where I kind of like do that. Because that kind of goes along the... It's just a little bit pointy. Right here. Oh. Like that. And then we can put even more... Oops, not that one. That would be way too much of that thing. More tea tree. Just like right in the middle of that. I don't know, I kind of like this. I feel like it does look a little strange. But it's Strangerville. How could it not be strange? it's gonna be too much. I don't know where we're gonna put this woohoo bush because we have to put a woohoo bush. I'm trying to put as many woohoo spots as possible for this one. And there's so many woohoo spots that I usually put in my wedding venue builds, but so far all we have is this photo booth and then also the woohoo bush. But I was hoping to fit maybe like a closet in here somewhere. Like, I mean, we could always scoot the office up a little bit, you know? It's not super functional. So we could always like... It's a whole thing. But like we could scoot it up and then have like a closet somewhere. I think I do like... You know, I was debating about this specifically, so... I was going to put a mirror here, but then it's like, look at our services. Don't worry about the fact that it's a menu for food instead of a menu for weddings. Okay. I also debate about this too, because I do like the pink, but I'm wondering, like, is that too much pink? This is a very pinky build. But I also feel like maybe it would not be super crazy for it to be red. Let's save the game. I don't remember the last time I saved the game. Okay. It just really feels like there's something missing here. But I'm just like not sure about what to put here. I thought about putting like a jacuzzi, because then they could woohoo in there. It's a party place, like... It's not so crazy to think, right? There's a lot of... This one is from the new for rent pack, right? Yeah. I feel like this is fitting. It's kind of tacky in the best way. Look, it even comes in a swatch that matches the rocks here. How perfect is that? Okay. We'll include that. I just am not sure, like, where to put it. It's very, right now, it's very out of place. But we'll include that one. Because then that's also another woohoo spot. I'm really lamenting the fact that we don't have a shower. Can you even do, like, a shower in a 4-tile bathroom? Like, what if I take everything out? Oops. And rework this. To see if I can maybe include a shower. Like, I also don't like where that shower is. It's like kind of flipping with the window. Because you need 2 tiles in front of the shower to get it to work. So it's difficult. I had also tried to swap, like, I was thinking like, oh, I'll put the shower here, but one, that doesn't work. Or I guess the toilet could go there. But it just, when I blocked this off like this, it just didn't seem right. I don't know. Let me see how it is. I did have to custom place like a lot of this, but what happens? We could put the toilet there. So if we put the toilet there, we put maybe the sink here. And then we put the shower like here. Because for the shower, it's like the shower woohoo for some reason is you have to have 2 tiles in front and there cannot be a wall here. So as much as I want to shove this in the corner, can't do it. So we either have to have the shower be like this, like right when you walk in. I just don't know if it's worth it. I feel like it would be worth it, but and then we won't be able to do this way either. We would have to put like, we'd have to get rid of that and then put 2 on these sides. Which I'm not that worked up about. But then we don't get these plants and everything, so. Like that. So. And I don't know where else there would be room for a shower as well, so. Yeah. So I feel like that would go there. Or somewhere. You know. I don't know where it would go. Somewhere over there. And then like, I do really like this little bar area. I think it's very fitting. But I also think that it looks a little strange. So I'm almost wondering, like, maybe I should just put something like this in here, because this is like this is kind of like the kitchen area anyway. You know? And this person, it just was very fitting over here too. I don't know. We could always have 2 bars. There's nothing against that. But I was almost thinking like, there's fancy cabinets in here, but maybe there's stinky cabinets in here. Like, not super stinky, but not super great either. I don't know if I want to use this color necessarily, but These ones are so hard to place. There we go. Kind of like that one better already. I wish that this one didn't have dishes in it, because it's a better size. But I already have dishes there. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just keep it that way anyway. We'll see. And I don't know. I kind of like the beige. I kind of want to keep the beige. Kind of fits with everything, you know? That fits pretty well too. So, and then we can change this to match. 2. Actually don't know if it really has. Kinda does. Kinda matches. I guess it's supposed to match with these ones way better, but for some reason, I guess, why is that one not have a... Because do you see how this backsplash is like going in front of it? Oh, because I didn't have it. Annoying. That's annoying. Does this thing not have like a... If you put it against the wall, does it not? No, it has one. How come it doesn't... Oh, because I pushed it into the wall. That's why. So it's supposed to have... Okay. That's good. And I really wanted to put like a little fountain or something here, but... It doesn't fit. All of the fountains are too big. Like, I think the person who made it originally had this one, but I don't really think it fits the theme. I think the romantic garden one fits so much better, but it's too big. I love this idea too. It's nice. Okay. What else can we really do to the outside? Because I think the most concerning thing right now is the woohoo bush and this. So maybe I will make this little area. I might do something like that, maybe? I don't know. Or I might just, you know, cover it off completely since it's completely a decorative area. We can pretend that they have to climb through the window to get here. Oh my god. That'd be pretty crazy, right? Haha. Okay, and then maybe, like I said before, we can just put some of these lavenders to fill up any space that is otherwise hard to. Maybe we can put, like, some little bushes in here. Like, I would rather do... There's a debug bush that's really good. And I believe it's just in the base game. It's this one. I don't think it will fit, though. I don't mind putting it through the... through the build, necessarily. I've done crazier things. And then... I'm actually going to... Where is it? There should also be a... base game little, like, grassy patch thingy. This thing. That way it kind of fills in the space. Actually, I don't mind if that goes like that. As long as they can still use the kitchen. I'm totally fine with that. Okay. And then let's fence this off with this small fence. I mean, maybe I should just do the... Yeah, I think that's gonna bug me too much. Well, I don't even know if I should put anything else. Like, those little lavenders are pretty cute by themselves, so... might be okay. We can just do that. I guess we could put... It does bother me that... there's no gate in here. I know that I shouldn't be bothered by that, because... there's no reason. Also, it does look a little strange. I don't know. We'll pretend that you pay and get married at the same window. That might be fine. Oops. But I still think it's a good idea for us to do, like, this cute little lavender idea. It's just... Is there... I'm pretty sure there's, like, a larger... lavender patch. Yeah, this one might be better than these ones to do. Yeah. That's good. We can also just fence this off like we're going to do with the other landscaping. And put some bushes there too. I should save. And sip. Hello, Sadie. Good baby girl. Okay. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't do this type of landscaping, at least not out here, because there's so much other stuff going on. Let's see if maybe I can get this. What is it called? This woohoo bush to be factored in, I guess. The ads are coming. Oh no. I just don't know what to put here. I could always scoot this over so that this part starts here. I don't know how far away the actual bush has to be. Let me see. Because I did put one at the other island lots. But I don't remember how close the other foliage can be to that. Let's go to Sulani. And take a look what's happening. My socks are making my feet itchy. Okay. So for this one, I didn't have Naupaka on... Is that what it's called? Naupaka. I did not have Naupaka on both sides. But... it's pretty far underneath there. If I do say so myself. And then let's check this one too. I think eventually I want to redo the terrain paint on this one maybe. Just because... I don't know. I'm not super convinced about this. Whatever's happening here, I guess. I don't know. And then where's the other... oh, it's over here. See, it's really packed and tight there. You can see that I think all it needs really is this little tiny square. And people can still get inside there. So I'm gonna take that as the general rule. And then we can do some play testing before we do all the terrain paint. I think that's a good idea. Okay. So let's see. I might actually shrink this down. I don't know. This is difficult! And then also, where do we put this? We could always, you know, I don't necessarily want to. I think I do want to keep a gazebo here. But, oh yeah, that's definitely not gonna fit. Never mind. Never mind. Delete the baby one. Okay. I still think it should be over here. So maybe it should be over here. We can just... Usually I do put, like, foliage, like, I make it look like it's in some shrubbery, I guess. I don't know how you say. Like, I like putting this next to the napka and stuff. Nalpaka. Like, I think that area should be good. The problem is we have to fill in this space. Oh, we could also use these pink bushes. I mean, I don't want to add in too many things because I don't want it to look super out of place or anything. But I think this comes in pink. I don't want to overload the foliage though, so we'll just kind of go with this. And then I could also use this one instead, but I feel like the red hearts are just way too good to pass up. Okay, so from Island Living, there should also be something like this little square. But I don't know if it's in debug or... Oh, it's not in debug, it's like this. It's not exactly what I would really want to line this, but slightly arched. I know this specific one can be kind of tricky. Is it usually that big? Yes, it is usually that big. That doesn't look great, but it also doesn't look terrible. I think it could pass. I think it could pass. I think it could pass. Okay. So I think I like what's going on here. Now the difficult part is going to be the hot tub. I'm almost wondering if... I don't think I want it here, but it would be kind of funny, I think, for it to be there. It's like, are you bored? Jump in the hot tub before you get married. But if I cleared all of this up, or at least moved it, you know, I would be able to maybe fit the hot tub in a little bit easier. I do think I like this being closer over here, just because then it kind of makes it a little bit more private. It forces the Sims to go this way. And also Oh, what is it called? It just frames the path. It looks nice. I think I like that. Yeah. That's nice. Okay, save. Save, 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 save. Insane. She's so cute. Ooh. Did you hear me talking about you? Oh. Take a sippy. Okay. Honestly, love this. This is great. We just have to have the hot tub, so... We could also, if I really, really wanted to, I could just scrap this whole gazebo idea and then put the hot tub here. I think that's a little too strange, though. I feel like the gazebo being there makes way more sense than it just leading straight up to a hot tub. I wish I could get some input on this. Also, let's see. I really want to use this one. So I think I will. Okay. That's good. I think we will have to settle with these thingies up here. I really wanted the Strangerville stuff. Okay. We also have to fill maybe some space over here. I don't know what is gonna go over there though. You know, this place is small. And not every nook and cranny has to be filled with something, but there's some areas like this one that's like, it looks a little bit weird. That there's nothing there, so. I do like that being the office, though, so. I feel like I like a lot of the individual pieces of this build, but this build itself, for some reason, some stuff about it is really not clicking with me. And I don't know how to deal with that feeling. Just kind of looking around to see if there's anything I can do. because it's hard. Like, how am I supposed to fit this in? Maybe have this lead to the hot tub. Drive through hot tub. I don't want to force it to fit in, but also it's too good to pass up, right? The original had it. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete this for like 2 seconds while I think about this, because the original had a room back here. And in my opinion, the room was not really doing anything for the build itself. It was kind of more decorative. Like, a lot of the stuff on the original one that I was inspired about was a lot of decoration. But what if we channel that energy? And hear me out. This arch was there. Okay. And we can change where these are too. We can put them up closer, or you can do something like that. I guess we'll have to do something like this too. Or we could also just do something like that. And then that's as far as we can put it though. So that won't work. So we either have to abandon hot tub or rework the builds in a major way, and I'm not really on board with reworking it. That looks so good. Like, just the color of the hot tub, the vibe of the hot tub is so good. Why does it have to be like this? Maybe we should... I don't want to redo the terrain. Like, I don't want to do the terrain paint. Until we know exactly what we're gonna do outside. And I feel like I have, like, basically everything ready. Like, maybe we could put some more of these flowers here. You know, we could do something like that. That looks pretty good. I don't know about those though. Maybe we could put them on this side. Like that. It's just there's some of these weird gaps, so I don't know what to do with those weird gaps though. Let's see if maybe I can scoot this so that it doesn't look so weird. Because usually these plants are like under stilt foundations that don't look super weird. Maybe I'll just leave them like that way. Okay. I like that. Maybe we can have some... I don't know if that looks bad up there. Oops. I'll just take it off for now. Okay. I think it's fine if we don't have these things everywhere, but maybe I'll switch those to be over here. That's good. And then we have some over there too. I don't know. I'm never sure about this kind of thing. I feel like I'm just gonna delete everything, but it's not looking horrible so far, right? I don't know, I feel like there's not enough people to do a poll. But like, I feel like we should have either the hot tub or the wedding gazebo, not both. And I'm inclined to delete the wedding gazebo, because like, if you're gonna come to the Las Vegas drive-through wedding venue, what are you doing getting married outside when you can have an amazing gaudy wedding inside? You know? This is definitely for people who, like, they live in Strangerville, they can't go to Solani, whatever. So they come here, and it's, like, really pretty outside and everything. But, like, look, there's a fence right there that I can't get rid of. The only thing that was, like, I was upset about when I put this here is it just looks like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks like it's missing something. You know? But then we could also move this forward so that it's almost kind of like shade. Pretend shade. You know, you get married in the wedding inside and then you come out here and then you have your party, your after party, whatever you want to call it. Out here. Oh, that looks good though. I don't know. I saved right before I did this, so if for some reason I don't like it, then I can just quit. But I have to make sure that I don't save over, you know, anything and regret. Do big regrets. Big regrets. Oh. Oh. I can do this, I swear. Jerry, probably. Thank you for the save and sip. Give me 1 second. Okay, I feel like I normally wouldn't do this, but I'm gonna save as. And I'm gonna call this one Building 2. How do I put this? No outdoor wedding. There. That's how we'll put it. And that's the way we're gonna save it, and if we change our minds, then we just go back to the other save file. That's fine. Or at least I hope it works that way. I don't remember when the last time. Yummy. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of warming up to this. You know? Like, I could be wrong about this entire concept, but... You know, I mean, maybe I should look into it. I don't think it's not necessary, but, like... I feel like if you're gonna go to this type of wedding venue, like, you only bring... If you bring anybody, which I feel like if you're... Especially if you're driving up, you're not really gonna bring anybody. If you bring anybody, it's not going to be that many people. So... And if it is a lot of people for some reason, then you go somewhere else to do, like, the reception, what have you. You know? So I don't, you know, even though we had the gazebo out there for, like, oh, if you want a second... Because a lot of those places have, like, multiple places to get married. It's like... Well, there's the drive-thru, there's the indoors. There you go. That's how The Sims does it. I do know that people make, like in The Sims, people make wedding venues that have multiple places to get married. And I might even have some, like, in my library or whatever. So, like, it's not... I don't really need that. You know? I kind of like this. It feels weird to me that it's, like, my own build. I mean, it's not 100% my own build, but... I guess it just feels weird to me. That I made it my own so much. I mean, I've done that with a couple of other people's stuff, but... That seems like it's kind of fitting, don't you think? Maybe I could scoot it. Because I think that looks a little bit better than it just being around, you know? I might even size that down a little bit. I don't know. Oh, that's way too small. Never mind. It also ties in the red. I think. I did want to do some toddler lights. They initially had some toddler lights. Lighting. I think it's outdoor lighting. I think if I put this inside of the... It should be able to line up. Or... Does it... Oh, it clips inside. What about... We could size it down. If we size it down, it's perfect. I think. How? Well, actually, let's put it underneath this thing. of cute. I think I like that. I'm gonna raise it up first before. Oh, I can't see anything though. Oh no! Okay. We're gonna have to... Oh, for some reason it's jumping up. That's strange. But nothing I can't handle. Okay. That's cute. I like it. We'll save it. And we're saving it on the new save file. I think I really like that. Okay. And the original also had some of these lights underneath, but we'd have to put them that far. And it's not a huge problem when it's like over there. But then when it's inside, it's like... Yeah. If we could place columns on the half tile, and if we could place... If we could, hold on. No, I don't think I want to do that. If we could do half walls, like do this a little bit to the edge there. You know? Or if we could place half columns, then we would not have an issue about that. But we do. We could also just put it in where the what is it called? Like, we could also just put it in the walls in these two places, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that. I also want to think, like, other than the foliage that we already have, like, is there any way we can really dress this up too, besides putting another large, like, lighted up tree? I don't want to do that. So, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna put it out there. Maybe we could, if... I think the debug rocks either don't exist or they are too big. From Strangerville. If we go to rocks and we put on debug live edit, there are some rocks. I mean, that's not unreasonable. That one is though. Do we have something like... I don't think we have something like this over here. Oh, we do. Oh, it's not placing off the lot because it's too big or whatever. We don't have, like, that's large. These ones are large. Oh my god, I can't even see that one. But, like, we got this. I almost want to put, like, maybe we could put this rock over here. Because we're not putting a fence. So... what if we just, like, put some little rocks? you know. How come that, like, stops so much? Whoa, I can put it really off the lot if I do that. Honestly, think that looks pretty good. And it would be really nice if we could, like, line the path like this, but I don't think we can make that look good. Can always try. It does look a bit repetitive. is one of the problems. I actually kind of like it though. The problem is that... Oh, Sadie, you're... Oh, she's asleep. She didn't even hear that her treat thingy went off. We need small rocks from Strangerville. We didn't get anything like that. I guess I could size these down. But then it's like... I really like the idea of that. We could always keep these ones like this. And then use, like, regular base game rocks. They just don't come in quite the correct color. They come in, like, this color, and then, like, this color. I don't understand why... Is this new? I've never seen that super... It's like a blood red color. Yep. I know, Miku. Why does my alarm go off even though it's on Do Not Disturb? I have no idea. I don't know if this looks like too out of place. You know? That one's kind of... large. It does look a little weird. I kind of almost like it though. Nobody disturbs Sadie. See, we have this one, we have this one, we have this one. I really, really wish that that was like all the same color, because look at how good that would look. Like, just... Wouldn't that look so good? How does it look with, like, the gross color? Because It just... It reminds me of blood too much. I can't do it. And none of these rocks, like when you size them down, like these ones are fine, but there's only like so many of them. You know? So, let's think about it. We'll think about it. Because we could always, like, forget this idea. Do the discolored rocks. And then, you know, maybe over here do something fun. I don't know. This is just so nice, though. Or we could always do this. We could honestly... We might be able to get away with just... sizing them down. I think I did try that. And it's just not the same. What does the grid look like right now? Interesting. It's not terrible. This rock is kind of like doing something weird, but you could always like hide it inside of that other one. And then... Jury, probably. I feel like I just saved and sipped, but it never hurts to be thorough. Okay. don't know, I kind of like that. I mean, it's not gonna line the whole path. Like, I don't think I could convincingly make this look good, which is why it would be really nice if we had something interesting to put here. And like, again, we don't have to do the whole lot. The whole lot doesn't have to be like super crazy or anything. But we also don't want it to look like there's something missing, if that makes sense. And I think I'm just gonna like bulldoze this whole terrain paint so I can kind of get a better visual on what this looks like. Sadie! Don't get up, Sadie! No! No, Sadie, no! Oh, good girl. She doesn't know that her treats went off. So this is a big one, this is a big one, this is a big one. There's two little ones in between. Oh, she's so funny. Facing that way, facing that way, facing that way. Okay. I think it looks good. And I think it makes sense that this is where the rock starts. Because, like, they don't want you driving away, I guess. Most drive-thrus have, like, barriers in real life, so it makes sense. It's just a matter of, is this the same thickness? And I would say it's about the same thickness. So I think I'm gonna go with, yes, let's do this. And then if we want to put other rocks, like, then honestly we can just do something like this, where we change the color. As long as these ones specifically are matching each other. No, Sadie, no! No! She left. It's okay. I'm gonna save this, even though I'm pretty sure I just saved it, but that's okay. I just want to save the idea of this. Okay. So I think honestly, the last thing to fill in is something over here. I don't know if I'm going to even put anything there. I guess I could always just block it off a little bit. You know, by putting that fence or whatever. I really don't... I'm gonna have to look at how many packs this uses, a 2. Let's save it to our library, why not? For some reason, it's not the correct name. I do drive through. And it has 1 bathroom. We're gonna save a new one. And I might as well delete like all of the other iterations that I have of this one too. Sadie's being baby. She's being a little stinky baby. Okay, so any ones that look like this build. we can delete it. That might honestly just be all of them. But I don't know, it looks pretty nice, huh? So, and I'm gonna do the terrain paint on this. I don't know if I'm going to do it on stream or not. I might do it on stream tomorrow. Because, you know, I'm gonna try to be streaming more often. Oh, that looks so good, though. I mean, I really don't like the fact that it's repeating, but even if we had a number of rocks for Strangerville, like, it would be repeating somewhat. So, it helps that we're able to size it down. But yeah, anyway, so my point was that I might finish this off stream. I might do it on stream, you know, tomorrow or whatever, whenever I stream next. But I want to get this done so that I can do my recordings again. Because it's been forever since we've recorded the actual Legacy. And this doesn't have to be done for the Legacy. My sim is not going to get married anytime soon. But I was becoming a little bit paranoid about not having a wedding venue that fits their personality. And now I think I do have one. Strangely enough, I do have one, and this does fit their personality. So, I think that's where we're gonna end the stream. Because I don't think, I don't think you guys want to watch me do terrain paint. So, I'm gonna see who is live and who is not live. I guess not who is not live, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Okay. I always really want to raid Lil Simsy, but I don't have enough people at the moment. And I think Spring Sims has a similar filter. They're both playing Sims 4, but I have a way smaller friend, Outsy, but she's playing Minecraft. I think it's, you know, this is not true for me, but it's pretty safe to say that most people who like games like The Sims might like Minecraft. I don't like Minecraft, but let's go ahead and go support Outsy at this current moment in time. Let me just get something. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna raid Outsy, who's playing Minecraft. I know she was really excited to play Minecraft the other day, so I'm sure you guys will have a lot of fun with whatever she's doing right now. And she also is a simmer too, so don't worry if for some reason Minecraft is not your thing, then she also plays The Sims, just not today, so. We're gonna raid Outsy. She does have a mature audiences filter on her stream, but I'm sure you guys are okay with that. We will raid her, and I'll see you guys later!